That's Ron there, rubbing his earmuffs. He was cold. Hello, it's March 3rd, and it's really 44 degrees right now. And it's really freezing. He's chilling, so having his earmuffs.
Freezing.
What happened to me today? It was like, it's supposed to be usually Sundays our day off, but I worked the whole day because of this whole week of crunch, all these events. I think we have like 25 events from March 2nd to the 9th day of March. So my God. So we're just starting actually. We have only had 3 events for today. I mean, so far since last night for the wedding. So what happened? I woke up at 8 o'clock, had my hot shower, I drank my spinach shake, prepared myself, and I'm thinking now. I drove. What did I drive? How did I go to the warehouse? Sometimes I keep forgetting how did I go to the warehouse? Was it the Jeep? No, Steve. Yeah, I went ahead and drove, because I know Steve was already there. So I drove, probably the Jeep. God, I can't remember now. I drove the Jeep, yep. And then, yeah, because I don't have the key. I don't have the key of the caravan. I drove the Jeep, went to the warehouse. And then Steve was already there, and Adas just arrived. I thought he would be coming there by 7, but he arrived 8:30 with his cousin Risha, and they started unpacking and loading the stuff from the wedding last night, and then they started loading the stuff from the wedding today at Addison. And while I started to pull out all the stuff again for this coming events, a good thing, because they went ahead. Andy was there, Robert came as well, and what do you call it? Yeah, I remember Steve was asking, did you bring the caravan? I said, no, I brought the Jeep because I don't have the key. So all of them went to Addison to start already the setup as early as like before 10 o'clock because the venue was available already. Then I was starting to pull out all the stuff for this coming days. John came, John Contos, who works at Dante's, and then I asked him to pull out the stuff, and it reached like March 6 only. Until Robert came and he bought some Chinese for our food for our lunch, and John continued for putting out some more stuff and like putting some beads or some of the glasses. And I said, did you know that once you pulled out all of this stuff, like almost like 5 or 6 events, then we're only like halfway through the week. So he was just shocked because he'd been putting out and doing all the stuff here just to prepare for these coming days, like I said. But he left at 2:30, and Robert went somewhere else first, but we pulled all the stuff from today's event at St. Regis, all those fruits, like lemon, limes, and oranges in their glasses, and the flowers in the van, because they returned the big van. So John left, and then Robert came, and we drove down to St. Regis. I called up Ron this morning if he can work for us for the setup instead of strike only. So he said yes, good thing it's available. Thank you, Ron. And so what happened, we were in St. Regis and Ron came as well. So we had a setup of the bar area. There are 3 bar areas, and we have to put the glasses there, the long cylinder glass with limes, lemons, and then the champagne glass with oranges, and put some flowers on top. And Robert was a little bit upset because we already put one set already, and then the officer or the manager decided to move the whole thing. So we have to now just but to remove everything. Mika was there from Hello Florida, and I met also Brian from Over the Top. I can't remember the other guy whom I remember before. I think it was Victor. I can't remember now. Sorry. I know he was with Henry before. And so after the setup with Ron, since I drove with him back to the house with his, I can't remember now, Tidy 40
Whitey Ford.
Whitey Ford, see, the Mustang, and Robert drove the cargo van. So we went ahead, and we went first to Walgreens to buy this. It's for the glass with for eyeglasses. There's some mini screws there and then a screwdriver, and then this magnifying glass. I can open it. I have to sample that magnifying glass to see it because it's too tiny. Oops, I broke the paper. So that's what happened, and because I have fixed this one. Unfortunately, the screw is a little bit small, so it's useless. It's useless, it doesn't fit, it's so small. And then we watched The Simpsons. About story about they thought Grandpa was gay, and Marge was happy like, oh, I wish he was gay because we have to accept him that he's is part of the family, but he wasn't. He said he put it here because he was a former wrestling, which Mr. Byrne remembered him during those times. Anyway, after that, Robert came and he gave me the keys for the van. So Ron and I went to pick up Josh, and we went down to St. Regis for the strike. And good timing, when we arrived there, the guys from AFR who had the bars for their, they lent the bar, was able to remove all those glasses because it's too deep that we're having a hard time to pick up or place these 6x12 cylinders there. So they pulled it out and we packed our stuff, and the guys from to Over the Top came as well, and we do the strike and left. And at that time, Robert called me up saying that Adesh hasn't arrived yet, and Addison, because John Contos was waiting for him because he doesn't know where to go because he wasn't at the setup, and I wanted to find. And so I called up John just in case we'll just follow him, and we came up there. Good thing Adesh sent, because we were trying to call him, but he wasn't replying. He wasn't replying then. But suddenly he called up Robert saying he was late, so he came like 11:30, and John was ready like since 10:45 or 10:30, and he has the van. So we were driving up, and then Robert sent me a text that they're already done, they're good, they set up the strike. It's a small strike, and then John came here to return the van and the keys. And so we went up to, there was a traffic, something happened somewhere in Forest Hill on a 95, and with the police, so many police there. So we exited at Forest Hill all the way to Parker to go to the warehouse, but you had to stop over first at the gas station at, is that the Citgo? I think it's the Citgo, to put gas to make full tank for the cargo van, because Steve will going to use that for Fontainebleau tomorrow morning. So we filled it up and went to the warehouse and put everything, and Josh and Ron were freaking cold because it's almost like 45 degrees or freezing. I don't feel any cold at that time. I know I can feel the wind blowing, but suddenly I never felt cold. I don't know. So we put, since we don't have to put the flowers in the cooler, we put it outside the patio because it's cold and windy anyway, including the fruits. So we put them there, place everything, and then we put the cargo van inside the parking lot while I drove the Jeep and brought Josh home, and we stayed warm there inside, and then we got home now, and we'll be having our late dinner, our midnight snack or something, because we're really hungry. So anyway, that's what happened to me on March 3rd. I'm looking forward to tomorrow because it's another event, but I'll be staying in the warehouse to do the productions, and Ron will help me for a while before he goes back home. And it's my Papa's 93rd birthday. Happy birthday, if he's alive, but he passed away since 95. I'm sure they miss him. Anyway, so that's what happened to me. Thank you for following my journey. This is Louis saying, till then, bye. Say bye.
Bye.